Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to Purpose Journey Counseling. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Tuesday, October 11th, 2022, and we are just ticking away. I feel like I don't know where time is going sometimes because it's already October 11th. It's like we're like heading into mid-October, and I feel like we just started the month. So, but good morning. It is Tuesday, and I want to welcome you. I want to thank you for joining us. It is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I want to thank you whether you're watching it with us live or if you're going to catch the, well, I shouldn't say the replay because I actually don't do the replays. Thought there, I might start doing those. But if you're going to watch it later or if you're watching it now, we welcome you. I am Dr. Natatu North, and I'm the owner and therapist of Purpose Journey Counseling, LLC, which is in Cincinnati, Ohio. So we want to greet you this morning. We are currently live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And the YouTube link will be posted on Instagram. So please, 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 please like it. Follow, like, and follow our different social media platforms. Please like and follow us on there as well as the videos too, but also just the pages. Please follow. I also ask every day that you please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, I just want to say it 3 times. Purpose Journey Counseling is a YouTube channel. So please subscribe and share. Share the love. Share the knowledge, share the wisdom, share the encouragement, because that's what this is for. So please share it. Share it on whatever platform you're using. Send it to someone in the text. Doesn't matter. Share it. And also please interact and engage in the comment section. It's always greatly, greatly appreciated. And it is needed. And I love going back and looking at comments later, even people who watch it later. I still try to pay attention. Once I get those notifications, then I can see that you have, commented. So then I try to comment back. So thank you so much. Appreciate you in advance. There's my smile for the morning. So it is Tuesday. We made it through Monday, and thank God, because like I told y'all yesterday, I was tired when I was just exhausted. But that prayer, because our mood, man, let me just tell you on supply, God supplied everything that I needed on yesterday. I can tell you that because I was able to make it through that day. So I was really grateful for that. So I pray that you had an awesome day as well. But we are here now for our Tuesday talk. So Tuesday talk, what are we talking about today? A quote. So every week at my practice, there's a whiteboard in my office and I post a quote, some word, something, a quote or a statement, something for all of my clients who come in so they can see it when they come in. And yesterday I wrote this quote and I wanted to share it with you all. And I want to talk about this quote. And it's, be an encourager. The world has enough critics. Ooh, I found this online. Tell me, just Google sometimes inspirational quotes, motivational sayings, things like that. You find all kinds of stuff. But it said, be an encourager. The world has enough critics. Let me tell you, we know the world has enough critics. We are quick to point out what's wrong in a situation. We are quick to complain. We are quick to be the adversary. Well, I just want to play. I hate the term devil's advocate. I just don't like that. I don't like to give the devil no credit in nothing. We like to do that. That's what we do. But I want to ask you a couple of questions. What do you think the world would be like if we didn't look for the flaws in others? Like we actually we don't look for it. It doesn't mean that we don't see stuff. It doesn't mean that we don't experience things. But what do you think the world would be like if we didn't look for it? Let's be honest. Sometimes we're looking to find the flaw. Sometimes we're looking to find what's wrong with the person, with the situation. Sometimes we're actually going and looking for the bad thing. You know, it's interesting. Now, I'll say I have not dated in years. Have not. I've been with my husband for 14 years. Have not dated in years. But I will say this. One of the things that I've heard, even in dating, and I can say that even in the past, I'm sure I was guilty of it, is we go out with somebody you first meet, but you're looking to see what's wrong with them, not what's right with them. It doesn't mean you ignore red flags, even yellow flags. It doesn't mean that you do that. However, why do we look for what's wrong with a person? Well, I want to see what's wrong with them. They just seem perfect. They just seem too good to be true. I want to know what's underneath it all. Like we're always looking for something. Or if it's even not in the dating scene, we do it all the time for people. Like if we decide in our heart we don't want to like somebody, we just met them, the new coworker, new boss, whatever. You know, I just decide I don't like that person. Why? Well, yeah, you know, my favorite line or something about them I just don't like, or we're quick to just point out flaws. You know, someone struggles with something and that's the only thing we want to talk about. You can't see past that. The only thing you see, oh well, they did this or they said that and I don't like that and they must be this. And then you take the one little flaw and you run with it and you turn them into a person that they're not because they have a flaw, as we all have flaws. So let's twist it. What do you think the world would be like if we really sought to provide authentic support and encouragement to others? Wow. What if we really tried to find the good in other people? What if we actually celebrated other people for the great things that they do? Oh my goodness. What if we could congratulate someone who's accomplishing things? What if we could not be blinded by the flaw in a person and actually love the person that they're becoming? Maybe they've made mistakes. I'm sure they've made mistakes in the past. Maybe they've been doing a lot of things that they should not have been doing. But what if they could actually we could actually take that, you know, critique the criticism off the lenses that we see that we just want to criticize and critique everything and be a critic, a self-proclaimed critic that no one even asks us for our opinion, but we always have one. What if we could not be that person and we could actually support other people, root for other people, celebrate other people, like authentically want other people to succeed, authentically see the great in other people, say, you know what, sis, you know what, bro, like I didn't see you do all these things and I just want to let you know that you got this, or I want you to keep doing what you're doing, or I want you to keep on trying to become what you're trying to become, you know, keep on moving for God, keep on doing these things. What if we could actually do that? You know, life would be so much easier if we were really rooting for each other to win rather than hoping that someone fails. This is real, whether we want to admit it or not. Sometimes we are just literally hoping that somebody fails. We don't want them to outshine us, because a lot of times that's really what it is. Or we want to keep this notion in our minds that this person is horrible or that this person is just terrible and God don't love them, or they can't be great, or they can't do anything better, because all we want to see them is out of these lenses of criticism, of keeping a record of wrong and doing all of those things, rather than letting them be great and say, you know what, you know, even if we don't have to be besties, I don't mean we got to be besties, but that doesn't mean I can't celebrate you for doing what you're doing. That doesn't mean that, you know, we can't give each other props for the different things that we've been doing in our lives, or that we can't just say, you know, or just say it like, you know what, like you really are you're doing great. We should be able to do those things, actually encourage people rather than criticize everything that people do. That's where a lot of insecurity comes from. You know, we could talk the talk of saying, don't worry about what other people think, which we shouldn't. We could say, well, you know, it doesn't matter what they call you. It matters what you answer to. Those things are true. Not saying they're not true. Nonetheless, we have to be cautious, because that's where a lot of insecurity comes from, because we criticize, and someone who's been criticized so much or beat down all their lives or feeling like they don't matter, or feeling like they're a joke in their families, in their circles, and the things like that, they grow up with a lot of insecurity. That's a lot of times where it comes from, especially within those foundational relationships. But if they feel like they're constantly being critiqued, they're constantly being criticized, of course, as it makes sense why that might bother you. Now, some people maybe not so much. Some people maybe are not as impacted by that. They're not as touched by that. It may not bother them that much, but other people it does. So we have to really be cautious of that. And sometimes people are really trying their best. And sometimes people are this close to losing it, this close from breaking. And that one criticism and that critique, they don't have nothing. I'm not talking about job performances. I'm not talking about giving honest feedback. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those unwanted opinions, the unwanted criticism that they didn't even ask you. You're just being a critic. You're just critiquing everything they do and criticizing everything they do. Some people are this close to breaking, this close to losing it. And what you say might be the thing that make them snap. And everybody's snapping looks different. Some people, I might snap. I might just, break down. But somebody else might snap. And that's how we see stuff happen. So we have to be really, 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 really careful about these things. And it's important to actually encourage rather than critique, especially when we're doing the whole spirit of comparison. It's not a competition. We can all win, all of us. God has given us all different talents, different gifts, different areas of expertise, different purpose. God has given us all of those things. Your job is to find out what that is. Your job, and then to walk in it. So it's not a competition. You and I could be doing similar things, but I'm still me and you're still you. I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. We're just doing similar things, but we've got to be able to encourage each other in that and really root for each other and really want the other person to win. It's not a competition. But we have to stop criticizing every little thing people do, because the Bible talks about specks in people's eyes. The Bible talks about pointing out a speck in somebody else's eye when you got a speck in your own. And some of us are so concerned with criticizing and critiquing someone else that you're not dealing with the mess in your life because you're too worried about somebody else. Just saying. Just saying. So this morning, I want to give all of you some encouragement and not a critique. Some encouragement. I am not a critic this morning. I just want to encourage you. Simply say, do it big, sis, and keep it pushing, bro. Whichever category you fall in, do it big and keep it pushing. Like the things that you're doing right now, don't hold a candle to the things that you're going to do later. It may seem bleak right now. It may seem difficult, but keep on doing those things that are pleasing to God. Pleasing to God. Keep doing those things. Keep working on that business plan, whatever it is. Keep on stay in school. Go ahead and enroll in school. Go ahead and do whatever it is that God is calling you to do. Go ahead and do those things. Or if it's just like you just want to continue and you're just feeling like you just feel defeated, like you just want to give up and you don't want to keep doing what you're doing. Do it big. Keep it pushing. You got this. God's got you. So if you got this and God's got you in this. So you're covered you're covered. You're definitely covered. So again, our Tuesday talk is just this quote: be an encourager. The world has enough critics. They don't even need to know. You don't need to tell them what you really think about them. They don't need to know. Because a lot of times they feel just as bad about themselves as you feel about them. So your criticism, it's not really helping them. It's actually pushing them to feel lower, and they're sinking more because of your criticism. So let's be careful this morning. Let us be encouragers. Stop criticizing people. Stop being overly critical about this and that. Because somebody could be overly critical about you because you're not perfect either. So let's be encouragers. Let's just see how much easier life would be if we were rooting for each other to win rather than hoping that someone fails or criticizing them while they're trying to win. when you ain't winning, right? That ain't your business. So that's our Tuesday talk for this morning. So goes right along with it. Our tag for Purpose Journey Counseling is to be loving, to be kind, be compassionate, and be intentional towards others as well as yourself. We thank you so much for joining us this morning or whenever you are watching this. We will, Lord willing, see you tomorrow for a Wednesday Word. We will be live at 7 a.m. again, Eastern Standard Time. We will be here again, Lord willing. Same time, same place, same social media platforms. So please join us tomorrow morning. We appreciate you. We thank you so much. Let's be encouragers today because the world has enough critics. We don't need to be doing all that. So have a terrific Tuesday.